So should you hire workers first or go out and find your customers first with your cleaning company? Let's talk about it. But before we get into it, first off, I'm AJ Simmons, founder of the Clean Biz Network, social network for entrepreneurs who are in the cleaning space. And join us. Check us out. Download the Clean Biz Network mobile app or go to cleanbiznetwork.com to join us. I do coaching calls and all of that, teaching people all of this. But speaking of Clean Biz Network, and I'm going to keep looking this way because I'm waiting outside of Target, waiting for my wife to come out. But anyway, the point of, speaking of Clean Biz Network, right? So shout out Shantae Jones because she was the one that asked this question in the network, and I've answered this question so many times over the years because y'all know I've been up here giving y'all game on this industry since 2014, right? And so, but I'm gonna answer this question again because it came back up, right? So the question was, like I said, shout out Shantae Jones, CBN member. She said, should you hire your workers first or should you get your customers first, right? Here's my answer. Simply get the customers first. But let me break it down though. So you definitely should hire at least like 5 people in your mind of who you want to work for you. So the way that can come is while you out here looking for customers, right? Whether you're going door to door handing out flyers to these businesses, whether you cold calling over the phone trying to get in contact with these businesses, or if you buying leads and you're going through the walkthroughs after you get leads, right? But regardless of how you're trying to get the customer, while you're actively seeking out new customers to get, you should also be actively seeking out new workers for you, okay? Because the goal is to systemize, right? Well, how do you systemize? Systemize is basically, well, what is systemize regularly? Systemizing is basically putting people or software in place of you so you don't have to do the work, right? So if you didn't have anybody working for you, then you got to clean it, right? Well, the long-term goal is for you not to have to clean it, right? Because how else are you going to grow and scale your company if you got to do all of the cleaning and all of the invoices and all of the bookkeeping and everything, right, in your business? So the goal is to get somebody else to do that part so you can do the working on your business part instead of working in your business, right? So what I will be doing is, if you got W-2 employees, have y'all ever been like, you looking for a job, right? And then somebody else, they'll be like, well, no, we're not hiring, but we're taking applications. That's what you can do, all right? So if you're going to do W-2 employee route, just simply put that, maybe make an online application with JotForm or something, embed it on your website and say, and make a landing page and say, hey, we're taking applications. You can go to, cleanbiznetwork.com and click on employment and fill out an application there. We're taking applications. So you don't necessarily have to be hiring, but you're just taking applications. You can even hold the interviews and actually go as far as interview them as well and just let them know in the interview, like, hey, you seem like a great fit for us. We don't have anything just yet, but we'll definitely keep your number on file and give you a call as soon as something pops up to see if you're still interested. So you can do that route for W-2 employees. For 1099 contractors, if you want to go that route, which that was the route that I've always gone, but T-shirt, both of them got pros and cons. I'm not just saying that 1099 is the only best way to do it, right? But anyway, for 1099 contractors, you can say you have a vendors list, but you like to meet your partners in person. So it's almost like you're not having a job interview, because 1099 contractors can't be employees, right? And you don't want to get audited or sued or whatever the case may be, whatever they do when they fine you for mislabeling employees as contractors, right? So instead, what you can do is say you have a vendors list. Let these contractors know, this 1099 contractors know that you have a vendors list. They can get on it, and then you just let them know, but we would like to meet you in person and make sure that it's a right fit for a partnership to go forward. So you can meet with those 1099 contractors just to get a feel, because sometimes people might sound good on the phone, but then you meet them in person, they might not be the best presentable people for you to do business with. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to go into detail of what they look like, but you know what your preference is for your company, right? And so, but definitely do that. So make a vendors list of your 1099 contractors that you think might be possible. And then also, make sure that you categorize them in locations as well, because if you got a building way over here and the 1099 contractor's home is 30-45 minutes away from this building, 30 minutes, if you got a list of different vendors, aka subcontractors, then guess what? You can call the one that live 5 minutes from the building versus the one that live 30 minutes from the building, right? And that'll be a little more beneficial for you. It helps them without wasting gas and all of that, and it makes them a little more trustworthy to actually make it to that building every night, right? Or however often they gotta go. So, but to answer the question simply, get the customer first. But while you're trying to get the customer, also be looking and have an idea of who you're going to hire. And then in the beginning, you want to be cleaning it, right? Me personally, I want you to try to get some cleaning in. So the way I would do it, just long-term thinking, get a building, clean it, hire. Get a building, clean the building, hire. For each one, you clean it a little bit, put somebody in there. Each one clean it a little bit, put somebody in there. That way you're getting your cleaning experience up too. Now, if you've already been subcontracted for people before, or if you have you've been an employee for another janitorial company before, you can skip that step. You already know how to clean, systemize it from day one. But if you know you ain't been cleaning for real, or you need to get your cleaning experience up, then clean it, put somebody in it, on to the next building. And the good thing about doing it that way is you know every building, so you know how long it should take. You know where the little bottleneck issues might come in, all of that, right? You know the little secret everything about that building, right? So if you clean it first and put somebody in it, it's easy for you to manage. But again, if you got cleaning experience, then go for it. And also too, if you're struggling to find customers in the beginning, get out here and be a subcontractor for somebody else's cleaning company. That was the best way that I learned. You know what I mean? I learned by subbing for other people. I can't help but keep noticing my hair look uneven on each side. But anyway, we'll live. But no, I mean, get out here and clean for these other established cleaning company owners, right? And hopefully they're smaller companies. That way you can work directly with the owner themselves. And then if your first building is a bigger building where you can't clean it by yourself, because remember I said get a building, clean it, then put somebody in it. If it's smaller, then get you a helper or two, right? Remember I told you keep about 5 people in mind, something like that. Get a couple of those people to come with you. Now in the beginning, it'll be cooler to those people are like a family friend, a cousin, a brother, a sister, somebody that's like close to you, where it's like, hey, I'm gonna give you $20, come help me clean this building right quick. Versus somebody where it got to be all set up and professional from day one, right? And just do that in the beginning until you get your sea legs going, and then once you get everything established, hire somebody, put them in there, right? But that's all you got to do. You know what I mean? If you in Clean Business Network, then y'all know if you go inside the starter course, it goes into detail about how to hire both W-2 and 1099 contractors. And we got all of the steps. We got the forms and the templates, subcontractor agreements, W-9, all that type of stuff that you got to go through, right? So if you in Clean Business Network, just click on the starter course on the website or in the app and go to the hiring section, and you'll see how to do that. But other than that, y'all already know if you are struggling to get customers, go to cleanbusinessnetwork.com, get you some leads, right? Click on leads, and you can buy leads from us whether you're a member or not. But there is a discounted rate for the members of Clean Business Network. Also, if you at the point where you're already in business and you just ready to scale it up, you trying to get 100% out of it, and you trying to scale like ASAP, and you tired of attracting bad workers, make sure you check out the Cleaning Business Automation course, okay? The Cleaning Business Automation course is designed for you to help scale your business with quality cleaners, not just anybody, right? So check that out as well. You go to cleanbusinessnetwork.com, under the courses tab, go to Cleaning Business Automation, and that's pretty much all we got for y'all. So I see you peeking back there. What you doing, boy? Anyway, all right, y'all. I thought that my wife was gonna come out the store before I finished, but I was able to get this out. And shout out to who I spoke to the other day, Steve. I want to say it was Steve Schuler, I believe it was. But shout out to you, because when we did, he hopped and did a consultation call with me. Which, if you're interested, the link is in the description. I recommend that you don't do a consultation call with me. I recommend instead, because consultations cost more than joining Clean Business Network. And if you join Clean Business Network, I'm doing weekly coaching calls on Zoom every Wednesday at 5 o'clock anyway. It's better just talk to me up there and not pay that additional money for the one-on-one. But anyway, Mr. Schuler did a consultation with me the other day, and he asked me, do I still do videos or do I just do interviews now? And it's like, yeah, I do them. It's just I've been slacking. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna stop slacking. Even though right now I'm out of town again with another family death, but it's okay. We're gonna fight through it. No excuses. That's where we at, y'all. So same way I'm trying to move with no excuses, you keep that same attitude as well. I'm AJ Simmons, CleanBusinessNetwork.com for anything from us, from leads to the course to what else we got? Bidding calculators, proposal generators, coaching calls, whatever you need, I'm here. I'm AJ Simmons. I'm out. Talk to y'all soon. Thank y'all.